Welcome to the next session on the challenging sums. Today we'll be taking up two more challenging sums, and one such sum is written on the board and it is based on the property of cyclic quadrilateral. Shall we solve it? ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral. Find the angles of the quadrilateral is the sum. Now angle A given, angle B given, angle C given, angle D given, but they are not directly given with the values. There is some relationship with x and y. That's how the sum is given to you. Cyclic quadrilateral, what's the special property? The opposite angles are supplementary. That is, so first you can write the property. Angle A plus angle C is equal to 180. Angle B plus angle D is also equal to 180. That is the special property of cyclic quadrilateral. So that you have to write here. In a cyclic quadrilateral, angle A plus angle C is equal to 180 degrees. Angle B plus angle D is also equal to 180 degrees. So shall we solve it? Now in this sum, what is angle A? 4y plus 20 and minus 4x is angle C, that is equal to 180. That is your equation 1. Throughout what is common? 4 common. So if you cancel it, you will get 4y plus 5 minus x. If you cancel by 4, that will become what? 45. Correct? Therefore, we get y minus x is equal to, this 5 goes to the other side with a negative sign. 45 minus 5 gives you 40 is your first equation modified. Are you understanding? Now we'll go to the next equation. How do we get it? Angle B plus angle D is also equal to 180. Therefore, I can write here and then rewrite there. So 3y minus 5 minus 7x plus 5 is equal to 180. Are you understanding? 3y minus 5 minus 7x plus 5 is also equal to 180. So here plus 5 minus 5 cancels. So I will get 3y minus 7x is equal to 180. Okay. So 3y minus 7x equal to 180. That is your equation 2. Now, so let me rewrite the values once again. So like this. Okay. Now here 3y, first equation you multiply by 3. So that there is a cancellation possible. So 1 into 3 gives you 3y minus 3x is equal to 120. This is your equation 3. Subtracting, you will get 3 minus 2 is equal to, you will get minus 4x, and then this is 180 minus 120 gives you 60. Therefore, x is equal to minus 15. Let it be as it is. Now we have to complete with x equal to minus 15 and solve for y. Okay. Now I am substituting in the first equation. So you get y minus of minus 15. Correct? Is equal to 40. Therefore, y plus 15 is equal to 40. Therefore, y is equal to 40 minus 15 equal to 25. So, what are the values of x and y? X is equal to minus 15. Y is equal to 25. Now, x and y are not the one which are asked. We are supposed to find the angles. So, x and y are connected with the angles through this relationship. Therefore, what is first is angle C. So, angle C is equal to minus 4x. And x being negative, minus and minus plus. Therefore, I will get 4x value as 60. Correct? So, minus 4x, if you substitute it as minus 15, minus and minus makes it positive. So, 4x becomes 60. Therefore, now the value of angle C is equal to 60 degrees. Obviously, angle A is equal to 180 minus 60, 120 degrees. Correct? Are you getting it? Now, what about angle D and B? First, let me take 3y minus 5. So, what is angle B is equal to? Angle B is equal to 3y minus 5. So, y is what? 25. 3y is what? 75. 75 minus 5 is what? 70. Therefore, you get angle B as 70. Therefore, what about angle D? Angle D is equal to 180 minus 70. That gives you the answer 110. So, this is how you have to complete the sum. Okay, 3y minus 5 is equal to, once again, 75 minus 5, that gives you 70. That is, angle B is equal to 70, which implies angle D is equal to 180 minus 70, giving you a value 110. Therefore, the four angles are listed here, and that is your solution. Namaste, children. With that, we have come to the end of this chapter, linear equations. We have tried to cover as many sums as possible in divided sessions, namely 26 to 28 sessions we have taken to complete this whole chapter, just to give you a step-by-step learning. Okay, each and every session has according to the difficulty level, each and every session is arranged, and we have covered almost all the sums given in the NCERT textbook. More you have to practice, and linear equations are very much connected with life situations. So you have to create a situation, you have to arrive at linear equations and solve it, and you have to have a very good practice. So if any situation is given, you will be able to convert that situation into a linear equation and solve it. So as we are solving simultaneous equations in two variables, definitely for solving two variables, two equations are necessary. So two equations you try to achieve and then solve it. Of course, this exercise has got three algebraic solutions. So namely the substitution method, the elimination method, and also the cross multiplication method. And this cross multiplication method and then elimination method, they apply the same method of elimination. There we will be deriving the formula, and in order to remember the formula, we have taught you the cross multiplication manner. Therefore, we call this method itself as cross multiplication. Always you should not forget the value of x and y if it is arranged in the form of a1x plus b1y plus c1 equal to 0 and a2x plus b2y plus c2 equal to 0. It is b1c2 minus b2c1 divided by a1b2 minus a2b1, and y is equal to c1a2 minus c2a1 divided by a1b2 minus a2b1. Now how do you remember this? The denominators are the same. When we are discussing about the x value, we will not take the x coefficients into consideration. When we are arriving at the y value, we won't take into consideration the coefficients of y. That is the best thing to remember, and you should learn, memorize it. So then that only will help, okay? And write down the number coefficients separately, like how I have taught you. So, and then correctly you take the numbers, and most of the calculations should be done in your mind only. So, unless the sign changes, everything you focus your attention onto it without making any mistakes. You just do it by mind and solve it. That is quicker and also easier. Instead of writing it and rewriting it, again you will make mistakes. So without any mistakes, it is not going to be successful. Okay, if you make a mistake, the entirely different answers will come, and again you will start scribbling it, and once again you will going back to the same procedure. Let that not be done. And another type of solution is the algebraic solution, where you are required to draw the equations on the graph paper. Now, after drawing the graph paper in the drawing paper, you will get 3 or more cases. One is intersecting lines, and then parallel lines and coincident lines. So it is all decided by the coefficients of x and y and also the constant. So always remember that a1 divided a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 and is equal to c1 by c2. It is coincident lines, infinite solution, consistent equations. Similarly, when a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 and not equal to c1 by c2, they are parallel lines, no solutions, inconsistent equations. But a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2 is not equal to c1 by c2, then you have unique solution. You have a pair of intersecting lines, and 2 lines will always intersect at one point. That incident property is verified here through the graphical representation. Therefore, what you learned in your earlier classes as incidence property is brought back to your memory once again, and you are confirming it or you are verifying it by the graphical method of representing these equations, isn't it? So, it's always one connection. You have to, all the concepts are interconnected. From one concept to the other concept you are going means there is always a connection of the previous concepts. That way you understand thoroughly, and please solve it and be successful. Okay, and any doubt is there, you can always interact with me, and as some of you are writing messaging me, and then you are corresponding with me through emails and other things. So please, I have told you so many times, whenever there is a doubt in anything, you just pause the video 2-3 times, you watch it once again, you follow it carefully, and most of the sums has been written, and then only I have solved it. So again you please read the sums, understand the situation, and then do it. And as always, I am there to help you, and you can always correspond with me through your messages or through emails. Okay, so happy watching. Wish you all the best. We'll move on to the next chapter in the following sessions. Thank you. Wish you all the best.